friends, for joining me here. It's Tara, my love. David, I'm going to do the morning quickies here on the beach, as it were, using the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck, in case anyone's interested. Had two extra cards, which I tossed. Very, very strange. Very strange. I always go through the deck and set it all up. Takes a big dinner table, to do it usually, kind of thing. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So now, ninth house, Taurus, very traditional about my esoteric, esoteric interest. We're gonna start with Aries, the morning quickies. Okay, one of those mornings about you guys had put myself together this morning. It's not like completely done yet. Work in progress. Okay. Here we are. This is the 19th now of May. Moving right along into the summer. It's got to be getting warm where you are now. And some kind of nice weather at least. Definitely warm here. Okay, Aries, this is the morning quickies for love and relationship. I pulled 4 cards today. Just do it a little differently. This is where you're at in and around relationships, Aries. This is your energy in terms of relationships. This is feeling like you're uh, in touch with your destiny. You're feeling like there's something in terms of love and relationships. Tell you what, blah 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 with the astrology, but really the 26th is this amazing, and it's going to affect Aries. It's fire. Boy, at this full moon eclipse is really having an impact, I think, on relationships. Man, I'm seeing it in the tarot readings. It's crazy. But here, this is good. To me, this kind of says you're feeling it. You're kind of in sync here with whatever's going on. And your chart, really, so I look at astrology, it's going to be right there. Um, and it's going to be around the Sagittarius Gemini axis. And also the nodes are there. It's a big thing. They're not like hitting this eclipse, but it's not that far away. And that's one of the reasons why it's so significant. But I really like this here. Now we're going to do here, this is what's challenging you, okay? You got to put something behind you, okay? Very simple. And it's the good thing about the Ten of Swords is you're done. So maybe what this means too, now this is the moving away card in my mind. This is the moving away card spiritually. Moving away in a profound way. So you're moving away from this pain. And I got to say this phrase, what does not serve you. You're moving away from what doesn't serve you, I think. Well, anyway, this is your challenge to move away from this. And I hope that you will. Now, this is your advice from Spirit. Holy moly, it's really working nice. I didn't set this up. 9 of Cups. So, wow. Perfect. Look, I mean, the advice from Spirit is to do you. The 9 of Cups, be happy and fulfilled in yourself. And it's like I see you moving into that energy with the Chariot. And the Chariot's not really just about doing you and being you, and it kind of is, and it's about loving yourself, but it's about stepping into the stream of your life purpose to me. And so that's what this 9 of Cups is about too. It's about stepping into that and feeling whole and feeling feelings of cups, connected and feeling like you love yourself and things are good. And this game's reversed, so I'm going to take it reversed. So you got the Tower reversed. Um, I don't know with the Tower. It's kind of with the reversal. To me, it's mostly about like putting off the inevitable. Because that's when Major Kana steps in. You're starting and ending with the Major Kana. Um, but I think that this is about your Ten of Swords, Aries. So if you can't let go of this, okay, then the universe is giving you this advice that you need to move into this energy of being you and doing you. being fulfilled, and if not, it's gonna do it. So it's like, I think what this is saying is you got a choice with the Tower reverse. Either you can pull the band-aid off real slow, and that's then it, or you can just rip it off, you know. And if you pick one, because if you don't, then the universe will do it for you. I think that's what that's saying. That's pretty positive reading, Aries. Thank you, guys. Taurus, here we are. This is your morning quickie here for the 19th of May, guys. And I'm going to do a little different pull with 4 cards here. We still got you, always, is you. In and around relationships, where your mind is at, where your heart is at, you're either feeling done or you're feeling burdened, but very burdened, like I've done everything I can do. And this is a relationship reading, so probably it's like, you're in this, whatever relationship you're in, whoever's on your mind is what I pick up on. You're having this feeling like you probably had to carry the weight. Look, she's carrying the weight, you know. And actions are one, so maybe you had to do most of the stuff. You had to do the dishes and everything else, you know. Wow, very similar to the last read. Totally different cards, but um, you don't know what to do. It's like you probably you want to put these down because you got to be tired, but it's like you don't really know where to put them down or how to put them down, and because 2 of Swords is I just don't know. It's being stuck, and this is in the position in a 4 card read now of what's challenging you. So this is what's challenging you. It's like I think, looks to me like you need to put this burden down, but some reason you can't. Don't know how. The 2 of Pentacles. This is your advice from Spirit. Very nice. Okay, solid. Spirit is advising you to. It could be make a choice, but this is not, I don't think, a choice between 2 lovers, and plus this is advice. So what Spirit is telling you is to achieve this balance. Focus on achieving a balance. So what this is going to mean is not focusing on them and not focusing on their burdens and whatever's burdening you, but this is kind of like getting your shit together, getting your life together, getting it in balance. And with Pentacles really in balance. So I mean, you focus on getting a little exercise, self-care, just taking care of yourself, doing whatever it is you need to do to make your life more on track. The 2 of Pentacles to me is that life where it's scheduled, and you do your exercise, and you're sort of doing everything right. But here, I think this is sort of like the way out of this 2 of Swords. I mean, just brush your teeth. Shave, brush your teeth, brush your hair. Take care of yourself. Go get a mani-pedi or something. And now this one's looking right at you. So here's your outcome. There's a Knight of Pentacles that's going to help you. Excuse me. With these 2 of Pentacles. Is going to help you balance your life. But when I say he, it's a male or female. It doesn't have to be a man. But this will be an Earth side, probably a Virgo or a Capricorn or Taurus. And they are looking right at you here. So I don't know if this is a lover, honestly. It feels like it might not be a lover right now, but maybe down the road. I mean, you're probably in a relationship still and a bit like heartbroken even. Or maybe you haven't even quite got to the heartbroken part. That's where you're kind of just like deciding what to do. And I think look for this person to come in and give you some kind of help here, Taurus. Thank you, guys. Excuse me. Frog in my throat. So this is going to be Gemini. Thank you for joining me here. This is for the 19th of May. This is your morning quickie read. Here. Ooh, the star. This is you in around relationships, where your mind and heart is at. Channeling Gemini, that part of yourself that is hopeful and optimistic, and it's all about your dreams and wishes around love and relationships, a love reading. I always see this as the manifester card when it's in this first position. We're going to do this a little different. This is advice from Spirit. Wow. I'm going to go with manifester card here. So, because, you're watching a tarot channel, and this is it wouldn't be unusual for someone be watching Tarot Channel to be into manifesting in some way. But this is something you've been pretty conscious of. And with the Ace of Wands here being your challenge, makes it kind of tricky. Uh, I'm thinking Temperance, the card Temperance, because this is your challenge and your conflict is here in this relationship. And this is about like not moving too fast, not maybe relying on the gut instinct and the sexual attraction and the magnetic attraction. Kind of watching out for that, being aware of it. I don't. It's not like a stop or anything, but the fact that it's in the challenge position means there's a lot of heat here on your part. I think it could be on their part. I mean, the hint they're offering this one to you, but both your parts. Um, let's see. This is your advice. So very nice. I love that. This is again. I got the word temperance came to me here, and there's Tabano on my phone. Oh, things. So, Two of Cups. This is your advice from Spirit here, and so they're basically telling you, go for it. You know, offer your cup here, um, and keep an eye on keeping your head with the Ace of Wands. You know, don't get too lost in the passion, in the rush. And there could be a little advice here, just maybe slow it down a little bit. You know, but you've got like the green light here with the with this. Okay, that's really strange. Uh, wow, in the Eight of Pentacles. So this is your outcome. Then not a sexy outcome, not an Ace of Cups or anything like that, Gemini, but that's a nice outcome here. This is a really solid reading. So the Star, the Ace of Wands, be cool. You're doing fine. It's just a little advice, just like a little, make a little adjustment. This is not like a big deal. This one, it's like make a little adjustment, take it down a little notch, be cool because man, you got this. And you're just in the future. I think it's a period of 8 months here. You're going to be working on the relationship. This is very positive, very good work. And this is not like working on the relationship like, going to marriage counseling. This is like, getting things together, preparing to move in, maybe get married. Please invite me, that kind of thing. Thank you, Gemini, for joining me. 19th of May, now, Cancer, this is you in the round relationship where your mind and heart is at. Eight of Swords. So we know the Eight of Swords energy. That's that stuck in your head and something's wrong and you really don't know what to do with yourself. It's terrible energy. It's like the worst, right? Now, this is what's challenging you. We're going to do 4 cards today, so it's really working well. I did it on Sunday for a little reading, the Timeless Sunday reading, and I really liked what it did because I was a little concerned. If I pull through the deck, I think we can kind of keep it at an hour, so I think we can do it with 4 cards. So Ace of Cups, man, us is saying to me, your challenge is love. So the fact that your challenge is love is telling me that this is probably not for you. It's probably, obviously, it's a love reading. So even I kind of need this card to tell me that if you're in the Eight of Swords, it's from love, a love relationship. This is kind of telling me that I don't know. Maybe it's like this person is just not good for you. In Five of Pentacles, this is your advice, okay, from the universe in this. The Five of Pentacles, this is the lack mentality. This is for you. Okay, it's like you are staying in this relationship because you don't feel like you deserve something better. Very, very simple. Let's see what the outcome is. Four of Swords. So with the Four of Swords, it implies here that you're healing. So I think you're going to pull the plug on this, and detach yourself here. And I hope maybe this reading's a little bit of a help. I watch these readings. I got to tell you, Tarot's helped me over the years so much, Cancers. So much wisdom, and let yourself heal. Detach from this and let yourself heal. That's like a pretty clear message. Thank you, guys. Leos, thank you for joining me. This is the 19th of May, the Morning Quickies here on the beach, as it were. This is you in the round relationship. Love this card. Eight of Wands. You're getting it. Leo. That's great for Leo, okay? Because it's fire. Great for any of us. I'm a Sag. Eight of Wands is great energy for fire signs, And just putting yourself out there, going for it. Could be a long distance relationship. In any case, it's a lot of back and forth. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. They did three Geminis. They constant communication. With the tech now and the texting, it's like all day long. So it's kind of like that. You're back and forth with someone here and given a lot of energy. And this is your challenge, okay, with the Hanged Man. Now this is interesting in the challenge position. Um, it's time out, so you've got this rush of energy, and it's probably passion, and it's you really want this person, and but this is your challenge, and what's hanging you up here is the Hanged Man. Um, there's something, I hate to say this, but maybe COVID, or maybe because at long distance, maybe they're in another country, or I don't know, another state or something. And in any case, there's something keeping you apart. Maybe here, I kind of get the feeling maybe your person is holding back. This can be too, just holding back, not want to make a decision. And also, as an advice card from the universe, or as a challenge, I mean, I think what Spirit's saying is, if you have been holding back, or even if they have been holding back, it's like don't, because it's the challenge. Maybe if there's anything been holding you back from this rush of energy that you want to deliver to this person, um, don't don't let it. If it's possible, don't let it. Now, very nice. This is your advice from Spirit, okay? And when I see the Strength card, a very young Strength card here, and also your card, Leo card. So this is your advice from Spirit. I feel so strongly. This is Spirit saying to you, Leo, it's going to be all right. You can go. This is a green light here, you know? Seven of Pentacles. This is the outcome. Okay. Seven of Pentacles with your outcome. Looks good. You're getting a green light to go. You want to go. There's something hanging you up. Let's see what this is. The High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles. And this is your future. I don't know. I'm sorry, Spirit. I need another one. Injustice. Okay. Uh, there's what's hanging you up is probably another relationship, and it might be them. I get the feeling with now the Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and Justice here, with the final outcome being justice. Um, and with the Seven of Pentacles, I get weighing something, weighing what you put in over a period of time, maybe 7 months here, and maybe in the future it's going to be 7 months of this having to count coins, having to keep track of what's going on, and there's intuition involved. And it's a new beginning too. This is what the priestess is, the female magician, so that receptive energy too. And it's also can be manifesting and trying to intuit your way forward into something. It's all about this hangman that's hanging you up here. And what's hanging you up might be a marriage, you know. Um, and so with the Seven of Pentacles, it's going to be a lot of having to deal. They could be dealing with children and divorce and childcare issues and stuff. This could be what all is hanging things up here. But with justice being the final outcome, I have a really good feeling about this. And the universe is your card is telling you that you're here, and I think when this is in the position of advice for you, it's saying that it's going to be okay. This is for you. By when this is all said and done, it might be a 7 month time period going forward. You're going to be being able to do you. You're going to be able to be yourself. You're going to feel strong and good, and you're going to feel like in the end that cliche justice was served. Leo, yeah, I love it. Thank you guys. Virgo, thanks for joining me. 19th of May. Those are your morning quickies here. Special on the Beach edition. This you, where you're at in and around relationships, defending yourself. Righteous defense usually with the Seven of Wands. So you're defending yourself from someone who is attacking you in some way that you feel is not justified, and you were quite justified in defending yourself. And that's probably the case with the Seven of Wands being there. And now you have the Two of Wands. Now this is your challenge. Okay, challenge position today. We'll do 4 cards. So, in this Two of Wands, contemplative, it's actions, wanting to make a choice of two different things and do it. It's usually that card with the uh, path, two paths, diverging. But this one's like you're really looking. So your challenge is that you need to do something. You need to make a choice and take an action, but you're thinking about it, and it's just not bad. It's but the only thing it's in the challenge position, so um, it kind of saying you need to take action, and you may already know that. I got the feeling, so I think you kind of know this is what's challenging you. Um, and also with the Seven of Wands, think about establishing boundaries too. Wow, this is so. Look at the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. I mean, this is your advice from Spirit. So you take these two together. This is Spirit saying, you got to move on. And no other way to interpret it. You got to move on. You know, got to move on. Two of Wands and Three of Wands. That's very clear. That's like if you're not into tarot, so I can give you my perspective. This is not the universe whispering in your ear. This is the universe sticking its tongue in your ear. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. In the future, the promise is very clear reading. Very clear. If you relate to this is all. This is a very clear reading. In the future, if you move away and take the advice, okay, from this conflict, from defending yourself, basically, you think about it. You're taking this energy of defending yourself and putting it into your life, and you're going to have a very successful outcome in the future. I got a feeling it might not look that way now because that Two of Wands, you're hesitant to make this move, and you're sitting in this energy of having to defend yourself, and you should never have to defend yourself in a love relationship. Okay, so this is very good. Virgo, the success, and it could be, really seriously could imply some money coming in somehow. Maybe because you shift that energy from dealing with all this nonsense to dealing with you and your life and your coins, and it really pays off like ka-ching, guys. Thank you, Virgo. Libra, thank you for joining me. This is the 19th of May. We're doing the morning quickies here on the beach. This is you. Not feeling it. 4 cups in around relationships where your mind and heart is at. It's like, I'm just not into it. And this is your challenge, is the Knight of Cups facing away from you. Let me go ahead here and see what your advice is. Knight of Swords. Glad I did that. So, this has got to be your person. An air sign here we're dealing with. Gemini or Libra or Aquarius person. And your challenge is the Knight of Cups, and your advice is the Knight of Swords. So I think what you got here is a player. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. This could be a player, and because this is in the challenge position. So if it was in the advice or position, okay, it'd be different. It'd be like go for it. But in this position, it's like their offering of their love is your problem, is your challenge, is your what's crossing you, and for some reason you don't want it, but you were interested in them. It's a love relationship. This is who's on your mind, and I think what the universe is saying here with this is you need to take action here with strongly take action to deal with this. And I mean, this could be simply to cut it off. I'm not. I want to see here with the outcome, but it's not clear to me whether this relationship's over or not. But I think you got a player here, and I think that if this is not cutting it off, this is a actions. Knights are always actions. This is taking a strong and decisive action, in a confrontation with this person. And look at this Knight of Swords. I mean, he's coming right at you. And no, this is the energy you need. This is like no matter how tired you are, no matter how you don't want to deal with it or anything like that. This is you dealing with it. Drink some energy drinks. And uh, deal with it because look, you got the world. I mean, this is a promise from the universe here that if you deal with this decisively and honestly and directly, okay, and bravely, and this is what this is, you will get the world. So now, whether that means that they are contrite and you're okay and you guys fall in love and get married, if you do invite me to the wedding, I don't know. But it does promise here that this will, and also I think with the world, it will take you to another level. I think maybe like somehow this relates you have trouble doing this and you've had people sort of walk all over you before and sort of with the Knight of Cups here, this is using you. It's like it's that energy of like, well, oh, don't you love me? And come on. And kind of using the love to kind of get things from you and stuff. And maybe with you, this is you kind of really putting all of that to a stop, like a whole cycle from this relationship. It kind of makes you realize, hopefully from this reading, I would love that it makes you realize it's like, I don't have to do this. I can, when I see a red flag, I don't have to collect it like it's a game and I get coins for it. I can say, holy shit, no, next, because, I deserve better. And I think the promise here is like you can have better. It's like you really can move up. And once you get into that world energy, you won't get this kind of Knight of Cup bullshit player energy anymore. I'm positive of that. Libras, thank you guys. And here we are on the 19th, Scorpio of May. This is the morning quickie here. Read on the beach. Doing a little different here today. This is you in around relationships, the Empress. So you were channeling the most abundant, strong um, Venus energy here, beautiful. Um, when you're in this energy, it's that energy being strong and also at ease. This is someone that is being very comfortable in your own skin comes to mind. As a Scorpio, expressing this really strong part of yourself. Um, and it's a very attractive energy too. I mean, you can see she's very attractive. Um, so if you're in any doubt, it's like you're very attractive right now to other people. That could speak to a transit. Thinking about Scorpio, my Venus there. Well, you got Uranus firing things up. It's at like 12 degrees. So that's your natal chart. So here's your challenge and what's crossing you from the universe. You take a look at that card. Um, hmm, Nine of Swords. Well, I said before, what I like about the Nine of Swords is, as terrible as it is, you're dealing with it. Here, you're dealing with these monsters in your own mind, these demons in your own mind, and you're almost done with something. A transformation. Now, this is advice from Spirit here now in this reading. This is your advice. So, your advice is you got to change and you got to transform. And I think it's a matter of changing out of this energy, and I think you're ready. Can't wait to see the next card. I think you're ready because you've got the Empress. You're showing up at the Empress. It's like, whatever's going on that's got you up at night crying, and I'm sorry, and I know that's a relationship, something's bad, but you're prepared to handle it. I don't know. You're at a place in your life where you're just like, you're going to say about this. I think this is the transformation you're going to say about this. It's like, yeah, I'm down for a minute, but I'm strong and I got a life to live and I'm going to go on with my life and I'm going to live it. And I didn't even say it because the Empress didn't going around posting on Facebook about how strong she is. You just are strong. You are going to do this, and I think this is encouraging you to allow yourself to change, allow the transformation to proceed. Because that can be kind of hard and a little bit scary. But it's like you're in a period. If I'd love to look at your natal chart because I got to be there, and you looked at the progress and everything, and you've got to be in a period where you're being given strength for a reason here. Um, so that you can change and make this transformation about love and relationship. And with the King of Swords, I think this is a person coming in for you. And I feel like they really meet the Empress very well. And it is a masculine energy. So I don't want to read male and female, but divine feminine, big time with the Empress. This is the archetype for Venus energy here. Um, and here you have a very powerful masculine energy that's very direct, very strong. I mean, this is a look in this deck particularly. This is the strongest king, the strongest looking king, and someone that doesn't mince words. And I think this person's going to come in and be there for you. And it's going to be a feeling. It may not. It's not a real romantic feeling at first, but I think it's someone's going to come in and they're going to recognize that you're the Empress. I mean, they're going to see your power and where you're at, and they're going to like respect you, and it's really going to help you move on with this transition and really become stronger. Because look what you're pulling in. Because you're the Empress, you're pulling in a king. Okay? And you, as strong as they are in this relationship, you in some way may have the upper hand. Not in a bad way. But I know you're Scorpio. I know you like that. So I think you will. And you're talking about a very powerful person. It's not a negative thing. It's just in some sense you're going to feel very comfortable because it'd be very strong and very supportive. But at the same time, you're not going to feel any kind of threat from them. Okay? You feel like you got this under control. Really, it's nice, Scorpio. Sag, thank you for joining me here, the 19th of May. This is the Morning Quickie on the beach. My fellow Saggies, Hermit card, and here we are. In the round relationships, where your mind heart at, the big spiritual card. This is a good card for us. This is kind of like ninth house to me, the Hermit. I know it's supposed to be the Virgo card, but, you know, it's that energy of going inside and doing that good work, of looking at the self and what's life all about, and very good energy to go into in a love relationship reading. I think the Hermit is actually good because you're pointing your finger at you, you're doing you're taking care of your own business. Now this is what's crossing you, this Queen of Swords. Now with this queen, look how she's kind of looking down and disinterested. You're dealing with an air sign here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person. And I think that just as your challenge and advice is that you're in this energy of being a hermit, um, and they're not there for you. It's like you guys are detached, whoever you're dealing with here. And she's the Queen of Swords. She can cut things off. So not very emotional, very intellectual, and here just disinterested. You know, so you're really alone here. That's kind of what this is saying. You're alone, but you're okay. You're doing you. You're doing the right thing. You're busy learning about yourself, growing and spiritually, and doing the right thing. And your person, for whatever reason, kind of checked out here. That's your challenge. You're trying to have a relationship. And here, this is your advice. Now, this is an interesting advice and card because the universe is not going to advise you to be sad. So, it's always because this is in the advice position now, guys. Always, if you watch other readings, people are always saying, look at the two cups behind them. And I always think of it as when I'm in this energy, and your friends are saying to you, hey, there's more fish in the sea. Don't let it get you down. And yeah, you're hurt, and so, but I think with this being the advice card, now Spirit is really saying, wait, wait, wait. There are two cups upright, you know, and I think that's what's saying. So right now, it could be saying that there is hope for this relationship. Those two cups could be you and your person here. Let's see what we get. And the Three of Pentacles. I got to say there is. This is not talk about a third party or anything like that. This card really emphasizes collaboration in this deck. It's all about collaboration. So you guys got work to do on this relationship, Um, and I think too, I'm thinking about the advice here. Both of you are not dealing with your feelings. Sag, you're in hermit mode and you are doing the spiritual thing, but you're kind of not really dealing with the relationship. You're dealing with you. Your Queen Swords is checked out for whatever reason. I think they just can't deal with whatever emotions are going on. And so that's what this is saying. Cross watcher, deal with your emotions. Okay, if you want to have a relationship, and Sagittarius, come on out of the cave. If you want to have a relationship, okay, deal with the emotions, and it's going to take work. And it could be a period of 3 months involved here that's meaningful somehow. Okay, guys? Not bad. Not bad. Got a little work to do, Sag. Come on out of the cave. The fuck. Not so bad out here. All right, that's thank you guys. Capricorns, thank you for joining me doing the Love Quickies for the 19th of May here on the Beach Edition. This is you, where your mind and heart is at and around relationships. You're channeling the King of Pentacles energy. Uh, that's you, actually. I mean, with a Capricorn, I'm going to call it as you're showing up in your own reading. So with this, I don't like to lock down on this, but when I see you show up in this position in your own reading, it kind of makes the reading more about you, and then it's going to be about your person, usually. But this is great energy. You're feeling strong. There's almost nothing bad about it, and capable. You can take care of yourself. Feeling like you can take care of yourself. It's a great energy to start out with. It's hard to go wrong. Now, this is what's challenging you. Interesting. Because remember, I'm going to do the 4-card pull today, so this is what's challenging you. Queen of Cups, and a very beautiful Queen of Cups. Look at her face, though, Capricorn. It's a interesting, beautiful, but a little coy. What is that look she's giving? Like, it's like thinks a lot of herself. But seeing the King and Queen together here, even though this is the challenge position, it shows you're in a strong relationship. You're both mature people. I'm talking to. You're relating to this. You're a mature people, capable. Both of you might be parents. You might be married here. And now this is your advice, temperance. So, I'm trying to get a beat on the Queen of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Queen of Cups with the Page of Pentacles, because this is what's challenging you. And your advice is temperance, the Sag card, but that's about patience and balance and kind of spiritual balance, bringing our life into a perspective too. Of the ninth house in Sag is all about the belief systems and the big picture. So putting things into the big picture. Um, I get the feeling like with this Page of Pentacle that your person, it's something about a younger person in their life that's causing the challenge. And I don't know. It's a quickie read. Um, Go and look at look at your last reading for the heart spread with me. It's going to be for the 3rd week in May. Okay, this week right now. So be very appropriate and see if there's not something in there, because I don't remember exactly what I said. But this could be a child. There's some, and this child, look, they're very contemplative, and it looks like a child might stay in their room and play video games all day, or be a little bit detached or troubled or something. And I think maybe your person is dealing with that. So either they're dealing with that or dealing with the lover. I don't feel lover off of this. It doesn't feel that bad. Um, it just might mean that you kind of have to be for them or hold space for them to deal with the Page of Pentacles and the Earth sign. Younger person, probably their child, they have to deal with. And the outcome is the Moon. It's uncertain. There's an uncertainty in the outcome here, and there's going to be time involved. We got Temperance and the Moon here, so taking your time. And this too with the Temperance, this is your advice. So I think it's advice to give them time to deal with their Page of Pentacles, and not just time. Give them support. understand that it's going to take time. It's going to take balance. Balance could be you have to balance the home because you have to accommodate the person visiting every other weekend or something like this, some kind of arrangement. The moon is something you don't see. I get the feeling here there's something that both of you don't see. I always say this is something that we don't see in ourselves, something that's hidden from us. I think there's something here that both of you are not seeing. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, because I keep wondering why your person's showing up as your challenge. And with you being the King of Pentacles, you certainly could help them, at least financially, materially. And I think you're being advised to, with Temperance is very strong, to give them this time. And I think maybe what you're not seeing is this is a card of not putting energy into something. It's like withholding energy. So I think what's happening here is both of you are withholding energy from the relationship because of what's going on around this somehow. So again, when I say look at the heart spread, see if there's more advice. Look at Sinistry, astrologer too. AstroSeek has a really good, astroseek.com has a really good automated system, such as it is, where you can really drill down a little bit into your Sinistry. But this is going to be seen in terms of a progressed composite transit. I got a feeling on whatever's going on here. But you're both kind of holding back. And I don't even know if it's really a bad thing. It could just be a period of time. This is a relationship here. You could be married. And it's just saying there's going to be this length of time. And maybe you're holding back on kind of dealing with something right now. That's what that could be. It's just something you're not dealing with right now. Maybe it's around this whole pinnacle issue. So let me know, Capricorn, how that resonates with you. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. And Aquarius, thanks for joining me. 19th of May. This is your morning quickie. This is you in around relationships. Five of Swords. Okay, that's a contemplative Five of Swords. That you win the fight, but lose the battle. The heavy cost of the fight. Because he's sitting around thinking about it. This kind of tones down the Five of Swords, and I got to go with the cards. I read the cards because typically I think of the Five of Swords being pretty vicious fighting. This is not so much that. This is you thinking about something in your relationship, fighting, a conflict. It could be even you having a thinking you're in a conflict in your mind about something somehow, having to do with relationships, Aquarius, right? Thinking like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Kicking yourself, beating yourself up, going over things in your head. Okay, now this is your challenge. Okay, I think that this being in the challenge position. Okay, I'm doing a 4 card pull today, so a little different. It's really working out so far. What this is saying is you're kind of running away in your mind from something here, like you're not dealing with something. You're sitting around and just thinking about why did they do that and na 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 na. It's like you're really not dealing with something. Like you're moving away from your own mind. I think that's what Spirit is trying to tell you. So it's trying to tell you, and these are all thoughts, all thoughts. It's trying to tell you, you need to come to earth, get grounded, deal with things. Get out of your head with this. Now, this is your advice from Spirit. So this is a promise. Number one, that it's going to be okay. It's the best card in tarot. Number two, this is just what I said. It's shining light. You don't want to shine light on this. Kind of reminds me of the way a lot of times Gemini are. You just don't want to deal with negative stuff because Five of Swords is negative thinking. And, it's like being stuck in this negative thinking and not being able to move out of it because this is your advice to move out of it. So why are you being advised to move out of it? There's only one reason, because you're not, right? This is your reading. But what this talk about is shine light on it. Now, shine light on it means deal with it. Talk to your person about it. Talk to your friends about it. Allow yourself to be a little vulnerable. Allow yourself to feel emotions. Allow yourself to be strong. It won't kill you. Yeah, the outcome. And the Five of Wands. I think this is like this is confirming the outcome's gonna be. This is arguing, but it's not violent arguing, but it's action. So I'm telling you, I think the universe is telling you you're okay. This is with the sun too. I mean, I want to say I'm a spiritual person. I think you have guides around you. You have support. I mean, this could be support from friends and family. It's like it's there. You're protected here. So it's okay to go and confront this. Whatever it is, confront it. Okay? Aquarius, thank you guys. Pisces, always last, never least. Love Pisces. Let's see what we got on the 19th of May. In the name of love and light, it serves the greatest good only for our Pisces friends and love and relationship. This is you. Six Cups. How you're showing up in and around relationships. You're showing up. You're being emotional. You're feeling it. Maybe feeling that feeling of your found a soulmate. You're in this soulmate energy. Really wonderful energy to start reading with. Now, this is what's challenging you. Seven of Cups. So what I see here, been a little different with the four-card reading. It was really helping. So what I see here now is this Six of Cups is kind of fuzzy. It's overly romantic energy, and it's a little confusing. This is your challenge. This is what the universe is trying to say here, of what your challenge is, what's crossing you. Is there's a danger when you're in this energy that you kind of get lost, and you know it can be emotionally overwhelmed feeling. You know. Um, Now this is your advice in the relationship. Excuse me, but Devin had spit me in. That really hurts. you know, little Diablos. So with the Hierophant here, this is your advice from the universe and spirit. I mean about like marriage, really, and being solids. Also can be uh, weighing in your spiritual values here. Um, but with the advice from spirit, I gotta think it's a relationship. I gotta think it's a marriage here we're talking about. Um, so it's kind of like the advice is consider the marriage here. And man, I gotta tell you, it feels like you could be in a marriage, or maybe they're in a marriage, and you're having these feelings because it feels so right and everything, but you kind of know that there's something not right about it, and it's kind of fuzzy. And what's not right about it is I think there's an affair here. But your feelings are very strong for this person. But this is your advice from spirit. So why would spirit advise you about your marriage? It's like one of your friends, you're going on about your boyfriend or girlfriend, and one of your friends who really cares about you and loves you because, spirit really cares about you and loves you says, but what about your marriage? Queen, Queen of Pentacles. That's got to be your person here. Um, that you're dealing with, this Queen of Pentacles and the Fool. So I'm sticking with this advice from Spirit, being the Hierophant, being to consider the marriage. But this is a Earth sign person, this Queen of Pentacles here. And with the Fool, I think this is describing them. Um, I'm not sure which one is married. Um, but the Queen of Pentacles is a very solid person. You don't really associate that with the Fool energy. Meaning, and fool's not the fool, but being free and taking chances and not really preparing and not caring and jumping off the cliff. Whereas the Queen of Pentacles is eminently practical and solid and down to earth. So there may be something about this with both of you that is very powerful. And I think your person, if there's any doubt, if I think it's their marriage. If there's any doubt that they're going to leave the relationship, they are. So, is that a good thing? Yeah. Is it a good thing? I'll take the Page of Wands as a yes. Okay. And I think you're going to be starting over. or they're going to be starting over, right here. A little complicated from daily read, but it's not that unclear. So your person is solid and they're really into you, and they may be in a position, Pisces, where it's going to be a lot for them to do this. Like when they leave the marriage, maybe they lose a lot of money, um, anything, something like that. It's going to be a big deal for them to move forward with you. It's going to be a big risk for them, and I mean, but they're completely up for it. They're going to do it, and I think it's going to work out. I get a good feeling off of it, guys. Thank you for joining me.